Oh, it says I'm live. All right. Hello, everyone. How can you hear me? Hopefully you can hear me pretty well here. I'm going to pull up the chat to make sure everything's okay. Okay. I believe you should be able to... oh. What did you say? Oh, is that it? It's a cool outfit? Yeah, it is pretty cool. Look at this. It's real metal. I'll have you know. Okay? Real freaking metal. Isn't that cool? Here, you want a closer look? Oh, I'm getting some light. That is good. Here, if you need, I can give you a couple zooms. Ooh. See those folds in the metal? It's pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Anyways, thank you, everyone, for everyone that donated to the our first ever donation goal for VGM CONline. So we reached our $50 donation goal, and now, as you can see, I am fully kitted. It's a little hard to see the cape that I've got on, but it is there. And I'm also like wedged against this whiteboard, which is right behind me. So yes, this gorget. So this is a gorget. I'll give you a real quick tour of the whole kit here. So we've got, this is the gorget. So a gorget is usually like a neck piece that covers the upper part of the very upper part of your spine and the front upper part of your chest around your neck. And then these side parts are called a pauldron usually. Now you've seen in video games, it's a huge trope to have, here, let me get you another zoom, huh? Super. Yeah, it's pretty warm. It's really warm. I can confirm. So this is a pauldron. A lot of times in video games, you'll see like Ike from Fire Emblem and Smash Bros. He has just a pauldron. That's like his entire set of armor is one pauldron. That's a super huge trope in video games. One pauldron, not two, no, not in combination with anything, just like a strap and one pauldron. Anyways, that's just kind of, I don't know why, but that's a super big trope in games. And yeah, there's some really nice leather straps you can, oh, I've messed up my mic a bit. Sorry about that. You can see these nice straps here, real leather, or I guess it's real faux leather, with straps that go right around the back. And then this part is steel, and this part is brass. And then you've even got, if you can really see it, let me get you another zoom. High tech, right? The rivets are all brass. It's super cool. So I have a really good friend of mine named Kyle, who makes all kinds of stuff like this out of his basement. He learned how to make this all in his basement on his own time using just YouTube and Reddit, and just like gradually acquiring materials. And he manages to put together some really cool stuff. Oh, sorry, I've got a crown too. I don't know if you can see that. It's obviously, you know, it's what completes the ensemble here. So people are asking where the quiz will be. Let me make sure that the link in the chat is working. It should be. So if you do !quiz, it'll give you a link. Now remember, this quiz we're going to be doing live throughout this event. Please don't, if you can avoid it at all, and mods, if you can help me with this, please don't post answers in the chat. The link to this quiz here will take you to a Google form. And as you follow along, we've got a presentation set up. You go number by number, and you'll be able to get you'll be able to input the answers on the Google form there. Let me make sure the link works there. It should say, chat, let me know if you're seeing it correctly. It should say when you open it. Is this the old one? Oh no, I think this one is correct. Thank goodness. So you got to enter some information just to get through into the first question. So just enter all the relevant information and you'll get there just fine. Just want to make sure this is the correct one. We've had issues before where I had this bonus thing set up and you can only type in numbers. And that's not how we want it to work. Okay, it looks like this is the correct form. So yes, exclamation point quiz will, if I can spell quiz right. Boom. Exclamation point quiz will take you a link to the quiz, and that was how you'll be able to join. So yep, go ahead and I'll give you some time here to go into that form. You just have to enter your email and your name, and it asks you if you want to be on the email list if you want to. And if you want to, I mean, props to you. We appreciate you. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. But just enter your email there. I'll give you a couple of minutes to get into the form, and once you've got that all filled out, give me some ones in chat if you have gotten to the first question. And that's kind of how once I see a bunch of people are there, we'll kind of know that's when to start. The answer to every question is King Vaughn, right? Correct. Correct. Yes, no answers in the chat, please. Mods, if you can help me out with that, would be very much appreciated. And it's not because we want to delete your messages or anything. We just want to make it fun and a secret until the end. We'll go over all the answers, I promise. Once we get to the very end, there's I think 14 questions, so it's going to be a hot minute. But once we get all the way through, we will go over the questions, and you know, all will be revealed. Okay. And you know, I've got the crown on, so you know, I'm in charge. If you don't like the rules, this is more of a constitutional monarchy than a democracy, you know. I still got the power, baby. Anyways, everyone's very confused. It's like, what is Vaughn? Oh, we got Ben here. Hey, Ben. I know so many people in the chat. This is insane. What? So many friends are here. Thank you everyone for being here. This is definitely going to be the biggest VGM quiz there has ever been. Thank you all for playing. I'm going to switch over. Hopefully this works. Oh, the answers are pulled up. Wait, let me switch that so that the answers aren't pulled up, huh? That seems like a pretty good idea, huh? I'm looking at a screen that's like, it feels like it's like 19 miles away. Okay, I should be able to. One sec here. Welcome to VGM Con Live, or VGM CONline 2021, where you watch Vaughn on a camera trying to figure out PowerPoint because somehow he forgot how to. Oh, there we go. We can make it small. The presenter view. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'll put that right about there. And you know what? I'm going to put that right there. And I think we are all good to go. Now, one more thing, chat. I'm going to test my audio, okay? I'm going to test my audio. Let me know if you can hear this. I'm going to bump up the volume once we're actually into the first question. And I guess this will kind of be a hint to the first question. Let me know if you can hear this. Let's take a real quick test. It's playing right now. We're going to drop it back down. Let me know if you heard that, chat. Power corrupts. Hey, listen. I was going to say I don't make the rules, but I guess if I am the person in charge, I did make the rules, huh? So I guess that doesn't work. All right, we're going to switch to this. Watch this. All right, should be good now. Okay, one sec. Okay, so I stream on another channel called Twitch. It's at twitch.tv/backlogboys. I have a soundboard. Sometimes when I switch scenes in OBS, every single sound on the soundboard plays. And if you've been in my streams before, you might know what that sounds like, and it's not good. So hopefully that was all muted for you. Let's make sure we get to the right scene. The VGM quiz scene. Oh, look at that. You got a little Vaughn in the upper corner there. You got some, yeah, this is it. So folks, can you see everything here? If you can, and you're all in the form, which is at quiz, we'll go ahead and get started here. So this is going to be question 1, okay? We're going to start real slow here. So let's, just to kind of orient you to what's going on here. So down below me in that orange text, if there's a bonus for that question, that is where the bonus question will be, in that orange text in the bottom right. Now, every time you're going to, yes, ones if you're all set. Give me ones again if you're all set. If we've got a bunch, then I think we're good to go. Now, if you haven't done this before, the way it kind of works is I'm going to play the song, a snippet from a VGM track. You're going to hear it twice, and we'll take a break. Sometimes I'll give you hints, sometimes I won't. Depends how easy the song is. I know this quiz can be really hard, so bear with us here. Your object is to guess the name of the game or the series of games that the song you're hearing is from. Step 2 is you want to try and get the title of the track. Step 3 is if you've got a guess at the composer, throw that in there as well. Step 4, I know it's a lot of steps. Step 4 is to see if you can guess the year that game was released. And then step 5, sometimes there's a bonus question. So don't worry, the weight is always on the game and series. So if you get that right, you're in the running. You don't have to know all of the answers. So don't feel bad if you're wrong. This is kind of going to be a tough one, I feel. But if you have a guess at the game, always put a guess there, because that's going to give you the most points. So just make sure that you throw a guess in there. Even if you're wrong, if you at least get the series, that's always going to put you on the right track. If you don't know the composer, if you don't know the year, that'll just get you extra points here and there if you happen to know it. But yeah, I think, folks, it sounds like you're all ready, huh? Everybody's ready. Well, in that case, let's move on to number 1. Okay, so there is going to be a bonus question on this one. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right thing. You got a sneak peek. Inside of this song, there's another song, a callback to a song from a previous game in the same series. If you can give us the name of that song, or if you can describe that song, the song that's hidden within the song, that's your bonus. So we're going to take our first listen to number 1. Ready, set, and go. All right, again, this is number 1, exclamation point quiz in the chat if you've got to get into the form there. This is number 1, second listening. Again, the bonus. There's a song hidden within this song from a previous game. If you can guess or describe that song, that's your bonus point. So again, second listening, number 1, here we, click on the right thing. Here we go. All right, that is it for number 1. I bet you we're starting off easy here. I don't want to, throw some crushingly difficult ones at you right away. Also, I didn't mention this before, but if it wasn't obvious from the dress, This isn't a dress, but from my attire, the theme of tonight is going to be medieval. And let me I'll stand to explain that just a little bit here. So when I'm thinking of medieval, there's a lot of games that are set in like a medieval style, but also kind of futuristic. I tried to get away from that. I was going for a lot of like genuine medieval settings of games, or directly medieval or Middle Ages inspired. So if the game you're thinking of is like super leaning into the realm of fantasy, I didn't choose a whole lot of games like that. So if you're thinking of a game that's like straight out of the history books, or very medieval, directly medieval or Middle Ages inspired, you're probably on the right track. If there's people that look like me and what I'm wearing in it, you're probably on the right track. So that's going to be the theme throughout the night here. Now let's go on to number 2. What can I tell you about number 2 here? This one, this is a funny one. There's some funny things from this game. This is an old one. Now I'll give you a hint. This is a PC game, an old PC game that people might have been playing during the time that this event is themed after. So, 90s, maybe early 2000s. So that's going to be my hint for you. This is a PC game from that era. Let's go ahead and go into number 2. All right, so once again, number 2. And I'll give you a bit of a hint here. This is from roughly the era that this convention is themed after. People would have been playing this game maybe on their PCs during that time frame, maybe slightly after. That is going to be our hint to you. Number 2, second listening. Here we go. I feel like that one that should have been playing when I came into the frame. It's very much like a king's fanfare, worthy of a king, truly. All right, that was number 2. We are now moving on to number 3. So number 3, pretty much this game is set. This game is very similar to the previous game, but I would say this game in all aspects is very similar, but much more popular, much more widely recognized. That's going to be my hint to you. So same era, same themes, same style of game, people playing it on their PCs. But this one is very popular, very popular, and remains popular. That will be my hint to you as we go into number 3. Ready? And here we go. All right, so once again, number 3, second listening. PC game from the, mid to late 90s, early 2000s, remains popular to this day, medieval themed. What do you think it is? Second listening, number 3, right now. All right, so once again, that was number 3. Oh, sorry, there's a bonus on this one. I neglected to tell you what the bonus is. So this game was recently remade. If you've got, so you entered a year to that game in the question. In your bonus, you could put in another year. What was the year of the remake and what was the year of the original? So put in the bonus the other year that you think might be associated with this game. So again, recently remade. What was the other year of the original or remake? Put that into the bonus spot now. Do it. So with that, we will move on to number 4. Now this one's going to be, okay, so I'll be real with you. This one's a little bit more, if you're going to be a stickler, maybe you'll have a problem with this one being on the list. This one's a little bit more Renaissance. It's maybe not exactly medieval, but I think you'll forgive me. You'll forgive me. Someone in the chat said they didn't study. What? How could you? The nerve. Anyways, so yes, this one, if you really want to say, it's going to be, this one's Renaissance. Number 4. Let's get right into it. How about now? Someone said in the chat, medieval adjacent. That's a good way to describe Renaissance. Medieval adjacent. All right. So once again, we're on number 4. This is a bit more Renaissance than medieval, but you'll forgive me, I think. Number 4, second listing. Ready, set, go. Okay, so not some, there was a little bit of it was not necessarily all medieval and Renaissance instruments in that one, but man, I'm a big fan of that one. Um, I guess another hint: if you have ever listened to the Bards of the Goddesses, it's a trio that myself, Ken, and Thomas, who you'll be seeing all weekend long. We play a song from that game, so maybe that's an extra bonus, secret, super crazy insider hint. Okay, so let us move into number 5. This is the same kind of thing with this one. You could maybe say this is a technically Renaissance, wherever you want to cut the line. But still, I think this track is especially gorgeous and very, very thematic to the time period, and it's also I think kind of an underappreciated series in its genre. We'll maybe put it that way. Let's go into number 5, the first listening. Kind of feel bad stopping that one because it's so stirring, and it's okay if you're 0-5. I promise. Some of these, I know they're not going to be super easy, but hey, my quiz, I got the crown. So, but by order of the king, if you've got a 0 so far, it's okay. But we'll give you a second listening to this one here, number 5, second listening right now. All right, that is number 5 done. All right, let's move on to number 6 here. There's a bonus on this one. There's a famous meme format that features this song a lot. There's a lot of, so what's the hint for this one is going to be there's a lot of memes that come straight out of this game that feature this song from this game. You'll find a lot of them on YouTube, different varieties, different variations. So if you like memes, you probably have a better chance of guessing this one. So yeah, the meme, meme superpowers to anyone trying to guess this one. If you know memes, you might have a better chance at this one. Let's get into number. So if you can say what the meme style is, or just really shortly describe it, that's going to get you that bonus point. I'm sure you've seen a video like this. All right, ready? Number 6. All right, so once again, if you like memes, you've got a good chance with this one. If you can maybe imagine the dialogue if you can imagine dialogue going along to this, what would it be? That's the meme. So number 6, second listening. Let's go. People are doubting my meme credentials. Hey, who do you think makes all the memes that go on all of the VGM CON social medias? That's me. Okay? Hey. You tread lightly if you're out there doubting the King's meme credentials. Okay? Because ooh, that's not a bone you wanna pick. Also, thank you for the raid from Necrochino. Shoutouts to Necrochino, good friend of ours. All right, so number 7. Number 7. This is going to be the oldest game by quite a bit on this entire list, and it's going to sound like it. You'll know. But this game is straight out of like Arthurian style inspiration and theming. So I think you've and this game is probably the most unique game compared to any of the rest of these. A lot of these games are very similar. This one is kind of out there compared to the rest of them. So oldest, and it'll sound like it, but I think maybe some people will know this one. This one was not one that I was familiar with before this, so that's kind of the bonus of me doing this, is I get to learn a lot of VGM. I know I put a lot of VGM I already know into it, right? But all right, number 7, first listening. All right, so this is a short one too. We're gonna give you a second listening to that one. Oldest game on the list, very medieval / Arthurian. What do you think it might be? By far the oldest. Number 7, second listening. All right, that is number 7. A quick one. A quick one. It be biddy. Yeah, it's a bit biddy. Yeah, see, Mice W is close. It's on the nose. So close. You've got this. I believe in you. You got this. You got this, Mice W. You can think of it. So number 8. What do we got for number 8, huh? This might be the newest game on the list. So we went from the oldest to the newest. And once again, I don't know much about this game. I've never even played it, but I figured this game is, you know, it's in the style, fits the theme. I don't know much about it, to be honest. So there's not a whole lot I can tell you about it. But the name of this game has a meaning in a different language. What the bonus for this one is, what is that game? What is the game's title mean in that language? It has a meaning, and if you can guess the language, maybe I'll give you, like, you know, half a point, 1 point, maybe break a tie if you just got the language. But if you know what it means or have a guess, throw that in the bonus. We're going into number 8, first listening right now. Bonuses are broken again, huh? Can't believe it. I thought I fixed that. I could have sworn I tested it, like, just like an hour ago. Okay. I guess tweet the bonuses at me. That'll do it. Sure. We'll go with that. Well, you know, sometimes you gotta make it up on the fly. Yeah, it has this weird thing where sometimes it's interesting. In the Google form, it doesn't tell you that it's somehow set to a number. But I could have sworn I was typing in there earlier. Well, sorry about that. I guess, yeah. If you tweet them at me, I'll go back and find them and throw them to your quiz score when I'm going back and grading. So, okay, number 8, the second listening. Again, bonus is what does this mean in the language it's written in, the title to this game. Ready, set, and go. That one's got probably the most unique vibe out of any of these. I don't think any of these other tracks sound quite like that. That's an interesting one. So yeah, newest game on the list, I believe, was that one. Maybe depending on the month. There might have been another game from that same year, but I think it was earlier. So I think that's the newest game on this list tonight. And what do we got next for you? This one, okay, I'll be real with you. I'll be impressed if one of you knows what this is from, but this is a really, really cool track. I might be doing a panel to fill in. We've got a half hour open on the schedule, and I think I might be doing a panel that talks about this kind of thing later in the event here. This track is super interesting. Again, I'm sorry guys, I'll be impressed if one of you gets it. If one of you gets it, wow, you're my kind of person if you can guess this one. But it's a really cool song, so hopefully you'll at least enjoy listening to it. So this is going to be number 9, first time through. All right, so once again, number 9, second time through. This one, yeah, again, sorry. I'll if one of you gets it, holy, I'm mega impressed. But this one is a super cool song in my opinion. I might be talking about it later during a panel. It's a certain kind of song that doesn't play during a battle, but it's the prelude to the battle. So like you're getting in position with your, with your army in order to get ready for the battle. That kind of has that tension to it. So it's like a pre-battle theme. All right, so number 9, second time through. Here we go. And yeah, some people were talking about the kind of the 12/8. It's really has a really cool feel. It always feels like it's falling forward on itself, which I think gives it that that pre-battle tension, which I think is super cool. A super cool effect. So we're now at number 10. This game is on a very interesting system. I own it on a very interesting game system. And it's a portable game system. So this game released on a portable game system, and this is the copy that I have. Honestly, I don't know much about this game. I intend to play it. It's kind of something I've been not necessarily putting off, but haven't gotten to. And it's released on a very strange and interesting system. It might be the meme game system if there ever was one. Looking back now. So number 10. Let's get through this first listening. Yes, Slurgy, I have never played this game. You should be insulted. Don't let me get away with that. You know what? It is insulting. You're right. That I haven't played this, but I intend to. Don't worry, it is on my list. Now, let's get through the second listening of number 10. Here we go. I guess one more bonus hint for you. If you've been hanging around in the this channel that I stream on, it's twitch.tv/backlogboys. You might have an idea what game that might be. It's been a point of discussion recently in the community. All right, number 11. What have we got for you for number 11? This game was made for me. This game was made for someone who's willing to come on a stream dressed like this. This game, man, what can I tell you? So a game in this series is getting remade very, very soon. A lot of people are kind of mad that it's not this one in the series. They're not mad, but they're like, oh, I wonder if this one will be next. It has a very special place in the hearts of a lot of people who play games in this series. This one, yeah. So again, a game that was very recently remade is from this series. A lot of people want this one to be next. It was like made for people who are willing to come on a stream wearing pieces of armor and a cape and a crown. And it's just, oh man. You'll feel the energy in this one. Number 11. You know, I don't think it's possible to play a trill as fast as it is in the MIDI in this song, but super cool. Oh man, it's man, I would break my fingers trying to play it that quickly. All right, once again, this is number 11. Here we go. So obviously that one is not pre-battle music. That's just the battle music. Like you're in it. You're in the thick of it. If you're hearing that, everything's already gone wrong. if you're hearing that, there's no time to fix it. You're already in the thick of the battle. So next game. This one also had a game in. So let's see. What can I say about this? I don't know if I have a good hint for you, honestly. This game is also kind of made for people who are willing to dress up as a king. And I mean, I guess the object in this game is to become a king. Maybe that doesn't help any of you. I'm sorry. Maybe a lot of you won't know this one. But it's a super cool song and very much fitting to the medieval theme. Here we go with number 12. Sorry, this is number 12. Oh, you gotta love when it's. What do we think? I think that sounds like real. That sounds like real everything, real orchestra, all of it, the whole dang thing. I think that's a real one. Can't beat it. Can't beat real orchestra. All right, let's get number 12. Second listening. Man, I never thought about how hard that last little string run up and down is. Holy crap! If those are real players, that was whew. The bow's moving quick, the fingers have to be moving quick. Wow. And to ask, a whole section of strings to all do that at once. Let's see. There was a really funny thing in the chat that someone was saying. Brian Stewart said, "I regret not playing the quiz," and then Platinum Asher said, "You could probably start now and still do better than some of us." Oh, that is good. Sorry, guys. I know that it's maybe a meme at this point how hard I make these, but hey, the crown's on my head, not yours. So maybe if you get a crown, you'll be able to run a VGM quiz one day too. Inspiration for all the kids at home. Okay. We've got 2 left. 2 more to listen to. This one is a very interesting one. Okay, so this game is like inspired by a game series that is not medieval at all. But this game is. Maybe you'll recognize it. It's an indie game that was released very recently, and it's pretty awesome. It has a special place in my heart. This is going to be number 13. So if you can guess, well, okay, I know the bonuses are broken. So just, I guess, tweet at me. Well, I don't know. Anyways, number 13, first listening. All right, so number 13, second time through. Let's go right ahead with it. Again, the game that this is inspired by, not medieval, not by a long shot. This game very much medieval. Took like a certain format and said, hey, what if everybody had swords instead and spears and stuff and rode horses? And then the game devs were like, wait, you're telling me just take this game style, give everybody a bunch of horses and swords and stuff, and that's the game? Oh my god, that's genius. And then they made the game and it was really cool. So yeah, number 13, second time. I feel like more games could be made like that. Like, hey, just give everybody swords, right? What if we just took the game that you're talking about and everybody had like swords and capes and stuff? Can we do that? I feel like I would like more games. Maybe I'd play a more variety of games if that was how game devs thought. All right, last one. Oh man, I don't even know. There's no hint that'll save you on this one. A game that is very closely related to this one is one that I'm played on stream recently, but that like 2 people know what I'm talking about in the chat, so like that's not a helpful hint. Oh well, it's the last one. You'll bear with me. All right, here we go. Number 14. I'm just going to keep letting this one play. It's going to go on to the second part. This is number 14, and we're going straight into the next part of the song here. I take it back. This game was made for people like me who want to just wear an armor and cape and a crown and are willing to do that on a stream. That's this game. Sorry. Yes, this very suddenly got super epic. It did. Okay. Well, folks, that is the last one. The pain is over. You have a certain sense of relief now, I hope, that the quiz has come to its end. We're now going to go through some answers. I'm going to tell you some of the answers here. Let's go back all the way to number 1. Do you even remember it at this point? I know it was a lot of questions. It was a long time ago. But hey, this one was maybe the easiest one of the group. So hopefully we started off easy, and that maybe stopped the viewership from plummeting as soon as we started the quiz, because the first one wasn't too bad. The first one is Hateno Village from Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, it was funny. I typed in, is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, is Legend of Zelda set in a medieval time frame? And there was some old forum post that was like, no, it's set in its own world. But then there was some guy that was like, no, it's certainly not medieval because it has a mix of all this different kinds of technology, whatever. Anyways, I think Hateno Village has like a very special aesthetic that feels, when you go there, feels very medieval. I feel like there's something about it that just strikes me as that kind of... Oh, submit! Yes, everyone plus submit. Sorry about that. I should have mentioned that. Make sure you press submit at the bottom of your quiz there. Maybe I should have given you like a minute to look back. The song that is inside of this, it was right there. Let's go back. Play it again. Ready? Listen. It's the house theme. Did you get it? It's the house theme from Ocarina of Time and most of the other Zelda games. It's wedged in there. It's so perfectly quoted and so faithfully quoted. So hopefully you guys got that one right. And we started off on the right foot, huh? All right. So what is number 2, do you think? Let me get it pulled up here. Ooh. This one, I'm sure some of you might have gotten it. There's like 2 guesses you could have put for this one. Maybe you got it. This one was Stronghold. How many of you remember that game? Give me a 1 in the chat if you remember Stronghold. Now, the next one is, I'm guessing a lot of you guessed the next game, number 3. I'm guessing a lot of you put the same answer for both. Which, you know, at least would have probably got you 1 point, or 1 answer correct. So this is the Stronghold games. These are from 2001, the first Stronghold game, composed by Robert Uvino. The song is called Happy Times, which you didn't feel because you were under so much pressure by the quiz that it probably didn't work. Oh, hey! We've got, there's no easy mode in the chat. How are you doing? Oh, no. There's no easy mode is here to judge my quiz making ability. Oh, no. Not live on stream. If you don't know, there is no easy mode also does all kinds of video game music fun challenges that are super cool. And make sure you go check There Is No Easy Mode out. Shoutouts to There Is No Easy Mode. Number 3. I'm guessing a lot of you put the number 3 game for number 2 as well. It's very closely related. And that was Age of Empires 2, a game that seems like it's one of these games that has become immortal. There are still people playing it to this day. Obviously, because of the remake, that has a big thing to do with it. The remake was released in 2019, so that was the bonus we were looking for there. The broken bonus mode, whatever. You know, I messed it up. My B, chat. I know I have the crown on and everything, but I'll admit when I'm wrong. But yes, Age of Empires 2. Even before the remakes, this game was still being played by hundreds, if not thousands of people, just because of it's kind of taken on a life of its own. Released in 1999 originally. I mean, and the original just kept it, you know, if you make a game with the solid mechanics, it'll stick around. So this is from the remake. You know, a little more modern MIDI styles on this one. So, all right. So now let us move on to number 4. This one's a little bit more rockin', you could say. And this one I said, okay, yeah, I'll grant you it's a little more Renaissance than medieval. Okay. This is Assassin's Creed 2. Man, this soundtrack like got me into video game music. Like going and listening to video game music. This soundtrack is crazy good, guys. And obviously Ezio is the best assassin. I mean, look at him, such a handsome guy. So yeah, Assassin's Creed 2. I know, yeah, Renaissance, not medieval. Okay, I hear you. But man, really cool, really rockin' track. All right, here we go on to number 5 for the answer review here. Give me a 1 in chat if you got this one right. Okay, number 5. I have a feeling not a lot of people would have got
All right. We're live.
Are we back?
5,
Oh, hey.
4.
Chat, let's have a quick talk. I will have you know, there will be no peasant uprisings in my realm. Not while the crown's on my head. So, whoever crashing the stream out here, I'm watching you. Don't you do that. Okay, that was Anno 1404. Let's go on to number 6 here. So here, I'm gonna even do the meme. You're gonna know what I'm talking about once this. Don't you guys question my meme credentials? That's absurd of you to do. So this is number 6. Ready? Stop! You have violated the law. Turn over your stolen goods are forfeit. Pay the fine or serve your sentence. Ah, what news of the provinces? Heard any news from the provinces? Obviously, it's Oblivion. If you haven't seen the AI or videos of the AI and dialogue in Oblivion, you should look them up. It's a great way to spend, like a half hour. Is just looking at some Oblivion videos with the crazy AI doing crazy things and saying crazy things. So, yeah, stop! You violated the law. Whoever broke the stream, stop! You have violated the law. Your stolen stream is forfeit. Now, turn over pay the fine or what's the other thing they say? Or serve your sentence. Yeah. All right. So that is number 6, huh? Number 7 now. We're cruising through these. Remember, this one is the oldest game on this list. King's Quest 3. Did you get it? If you said King's Quest, I'm gonna give you credit for that one. Let's hear that again. A nice little triumphant fanfare. Gotta love it. King's Quest 3. Rob got it. There you go. See, Rob, I believe in you. It's not always bad when you're doing the VGM quiz. Sometimes you get them right. It's okay. I know I make it hard, but I always, I throw in some achievable questions in here, right? Okay. Number 7. Or sorry, that was number 7. Let's go on to number 8. This might be the newest game. We went from the oldest to the newest. This one's a little bit spooky sounding. Very, ooh. The name suits the sound. So this is from Mordau. And Mordau, I looked up, I did some research. Mordau in German means it's like a killing blow or like a finishing blow. Finishing strike. That's kind of what it loosely translates as. So, Mordau. Newest game. This one is 2019, if I'm not out of my mind. Yeah. 2019. And this one I think was late 2019, that making it the newest on our list here. So there you go. Now number 9 is gonna be okay, please give me a 1 in chat if you got this, because my guess is nobody got it. It's a really cool track though. So this one is from King Arthur, the role-playing war game. I would be honestly so surprised. You put 2022? Ben, we're not there yet. That year has not passed. If anyone got this one, props to you. King Arthur, the role-playing war game. It's kind of like Total War meets I don't even know, any other kind of it's a Total War game with role-playing mechanics. Let's put it that way. It's super cool game though. Super cool music. Like, man, this track just makes me feel a certain way. Again, this is like a cool pre-battle theme. Mostly, you'll get that. It's the build-up to the tension of the actual battle. Very cool. I'm guessing nobody got that. I'm not seeing any ones. Sorry, guys. You know what? I'll give you an F in chat. How about that? F for all of you, since probably no one got that. All right, so now we are on to number 10. This is character introductions from Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. A lot of people have been telling me, how could you go on stream and wear all that crap that you're wearing and not have played this game? And you know what? You have a case to be made. I think I'll play it. I'll play it. I'll play it. It looks cool. It sounds cool. This music is fantastic. Composed by... I wasn't sure which of the two it was, but Hitoshi Sakimoto and Masaharu Iwata. This one's from 2007. Very cool music. Very cool. Alright, I'll play it. I'll play the game, chat. Fine. I'll play it, and I'll probably enjoy it, to be honest. Okay. We're going to go from a game I have to play to a game I've played a lot of. Let's hear what this one is. Oh, the energy in this one. This one is Duke of Death from Medieval 2 Total War. Isn't that a crazy song title? Duke of Death. Very cool song, very cool game. Obviously, it's like the pinnacle game. One of the pinnacle games for the set directly in the medieval era that lets you recreate history in a way that a lot of games, historical games, like to. Very cool. And yeah, this one's not a pre-battle theme, obviously. This is the battle has already started, and hopefully you're winning. Duke of Death. There's a lot of little puns in the titles of Total War tracks. It's kind of neat. All right, this one is also kind of a pinnacle game for people who like the medieval theme. Number 12 is from Mount and Blade Warband. If you said Mount and Blade, you got it. The cool thing about Mount and Blade is I think Mount and Blade Warband is all live instruments on every single track, I think. I'm planning on doing a cover on viola of a certain song, and it sounds like a real violin that's playing the original version. Very cool to have all live instrumentation from a VGM with full orchestra. Love it. Alrighty, now we got number... Good? Alright. Oh, hey. I think we're back. I guess my computer is exploding. A good thing we're near the end. This seems to happen every time. So yeah, this one is from Wargroove. Very cool game. It's like, hey, Advanced Wars, but give everybody swords. Yeah. That's a good game design, honestly. If the formula works, why go away from it? Alright, we got one left, and then that'll be it for the evening, everybody. Okay, this one is a very special place in my heart. I think that this composer, for the games that this composer is written for, has some of the best thematic music that has ever been put out. Most fitting, true to its time period, and thematic music in a soundtrack that I've ever heard. And this is from Crusader Kings 2. This is composed by Andreas Waldetoft, who does all of the Paradox interactive games. So that includes Europa Universalis, that includes Hearts of Iron, the Victoria games. Man, this guy kills it. It's just so thematic, so powerful, so... There's been no intro to a game that has blown me away more than this song playing, and then the map from Crusader Kings 2 pulling up. Yeah, you gotta hope the Pope... You gotta be on... You know, in order to play this game, you gotta be on the good terms with the Pope. But, hey, that's okay. Well, folks, this has been VGM Quiz Medieval Edition. I've been your host, Vaughn. We've reached the end here. And this is actually the last thing that we've got on the schedule for you tonight. So we're just going to have some closing remarks here with you. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been, oh my gosh, we've jumped up to 1,900. That is crazy. Thank you everyone who has donated. Thank you everyone who has rated. it's been an absolutely awesome night. And you know what? I don't think VGM CONline 2021 could have started off any better. We had some really cool performances. So many performers with our recital. So many. We got to feature so many people already in this first night after only, 5-ish hours of streaming. So super cool. All right. Well, I'm going to turn it over to Tom, and we're going to take you home for the night. Thank you, everyone.